Sami was a hot-tempered man inclined to violence when it came to sorting out problems with others.
The villagers avoided any confrontations with him that might ignite his fury.
Although he needed little, if any, to be angry with them.
Sami had a cock, which he loved.
Not because he had an affinity to animals or birds,
but because it had become a public nuisance.
At midnight, the cock would crow until dawn, disturbing the villagers' sleep. In the morning, its favorite hobby was pursuing local hens to satisfy its physical needs. This greatly annoyed the villagers as they cared more for the honor of their hens than that of their own daughters, violated by Sami. The valiant cock was relentless and would add 1 or 2 hens daily to its list of victims before it would return to the wall of its owner's house to sleep securely under Sami's watchful eyes, waiting for midnight. The villagers would meet in secret to discuss a solution.
They feared to confront Sami directly to avoid his wrath.
One of the villagers swallowed his fear and approached Sami.
Will you sell me the cock?
Sami looked at him sarcastically. Are you mad? This cock is as dear to me as my own son. But the man was very clever, and he knew that everything has its price. So he offered Sami a very high price for the cock, and Sami accepted. The jubilant man took the much-hated cock and hurried home to slay and cook it.
He would invite all the village men to join in.
And gladly devour the flesh of the beast that had subjected them
to so much torture.
As dawn approached, they listened attentively, counting the seconds before they celebrated. 3,
2,
1. There was wonderful silence for a moment. Then it was broken by a cock crow. Then another, and another. It seemed that there were cock crows coming from all directions.
Now that morning, the villagers discovered that tens of their hens had been violated by many cocks. Now when Sami saw this, he laughed at them.
They asked him, where had all the cocks come from?
And Sami, still enjoying his laugh, said,
Well, they're mine, of course.
But we didn't know about the others.
Well, that's your problem. They've been living all along in the back of my house in the garden.
But why did we never hear the others?
Well, they were always afraid to come out.
And Sami goes, that is because they were afraid of the cock you slaughtered.
Of the cock you slaughtered? See, he was controlling them.
He was controlling them. And then he left them in open-mouthed perplexity and went off looking for a girl to seduce. Or at least to rape.